Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Patriots are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Lions, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Again, they run with Taliaferro. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They run with Taliaferro. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, Kelly firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, 40.
Kelly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but ultimately only able to get to his own 20. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Now it's Taliaferro, and he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Stays on his feet. Avoids him at the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
First down throw, Kelly. Going right side here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw, Kelly. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Kelly. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Kelly throwing on third and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Okay, we got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
This is Taliaferro. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now they try the right side here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. They go play action with Wilson. He hits Taliaferro. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he fields it cleanly. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Kelly. Powers through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And here we go on first and goal. Kelly to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
Kelly now. A final shot before break. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Kelly. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Play action, it's Kelly. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Tight, 380.
Four down. Check, check.
Deeper.
He's cracked.
On that.
He's checking crack.
Tight.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Tight. 315.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now here's a carry heading left. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Here's Murray for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. To throw is Kelly from the gun on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Here's Kelly to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Kelly throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Kelly on 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Kelly firing quickly here, and that's complete. 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Atkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Basham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play fake. Here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Past the 20. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
So now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a carry for Pirine. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Kelly is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Kelly escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's their quarterback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they... with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for the Pats on third. 55 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey, big crowd right here.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Lions, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.